From the fields where warriors rise to the ranks where the brave men stand, he forged his oath in fire and battle, a veteran's iron hand. Raise your cups, let the rafters shake for the king with the lion's will. When the night grows cold and shadows wake, the realm calls Seraphiel. Oh, King Seraphiel, voice of thunder, heart of steel, fire born from grit and fire, founder of the Arcia Guild's empire. Oh, King Seraphiel, let the worlds of gamers kneel. From mobile realms to PC skies and PS4 where glory lies, we sing his name, we shout his fame, the king has come, long may he reign. In the forge of strength he's risen, built by sweat and iron pride. A power lifter, spirit surging, no mountain he lets hide. Now hear the call of the streams to horizon where heroes and dragons roam. A champion crowned in Dragonheir's fire, content creation is his throne. From quests untold to battles won, he stands where the brave excel. So let the tavern shake tonight as we roar for Seraphiel. Oh, King Seraphiel, voice of thunder, heart of steel, hold the thorn from grit and fire, founder of the Arcia Guild's empire. Oh, King Seraphiel, let the worlds of gamers kneel. From mobile realms to PC skies and PS4 where glory lies, we sing his name, we shout his fame, the king has come, long may he reign. Strength in his stride, fire in his soul. Once a soldier, now a legend taking hold. Raise the banners high, shout it so all round field feel. Loud with the king, King Seraphiel. Oh, King Seraphiel, raise your voices, let them swell. Across the stars, across the lands, the king commands with mighty hands. Oh, King Seraphiel, his tale the bards forever tell. Warrior leader, lift us strong, the hero of this tavern song, for the king has come. Let the legend live on. In the halls where the old bards whisper and the ale flows strong and free, there walks a name carved deep in legend, the titan of destiny. From the fields where warriors rise to the ranks where the brave men stand, he forged his oath in fire and battle, a veteran's iron hand. Raise your cups, let the rafters shake for the king with the lion's will. When the night grows the fields where warriors rise, to the ranks where the brave men stand, he forged his oath in fire and battle, a veteran's iron hand. Raise your cups, let the rafters shake for the king with the lion's will. When the night grows cold and shadows wake, the realm calls Seraphiel. Oh, King Seraphiel, voice of thunder, heart of steel, the either born from grit and fire, founder of the Arcia Guild's empire. Oh, King Seraphiel, let the worlds of gamers kneel. From mobile realms to PC skies and PS4 where glory lies, we sing his name, we shout his fame, the king has come, long may he reign. In the forge of strength he's risen, built by sweat and iron pride. A power lifter, spirit surging, no mountain he lets hide. Now hear the call of the streams, the horizon where heroes and dragons roam. A champion crowned in Dragonheir's fire, content creation is his throne. From quests untold to battles won, he stands where the brave excel. So let the tavern shake tonight as we roar for Seraphiel. Oh, King Seraphiel, voice of thunder, heart of steel, hold the thorn from grit and fire, founder of the Arcia Guild's empire. Oh, King Seraphiel, let the worlds of gamers kneel. From mobile realms to PC skies and PS4 where glory lies, we sing his name, we shout his fame, the king has come, long may he reign. Strength in his stride, fire in his soul. Once a soldier, now a legend taking hold. Raise the banners high, shout it so all round field. Loud with the king, King Seraphiel. Oh, King Seraphiel, raise your voices, let them swell. Across the stars, across the lands, the king commands with mighty hands. Oh, King Seraphiel, his tale the bards forever tell. Warrior leader, lifter strong, the hero of this tavern song, for the king has come. Let the legend live on. In the halls where the old bards whisper and the ale flows strong and free, there walks a name carved deep in legend, the titan of destiny. From the fields where warriors rise, to the ranks where the brave men stand, he forged his oath in fire and battle, a veteran's iron hand. Raise your cups, let the rafters shake for the king with the lion's will. When the night grows cold Let the legend live on.
You shouldn't have delved into the Arcane Tower's secrets, intruder.
I see it. A tragedy on the horizon. Dissolve within the...
Shine! Crystal radiance!
The tempest of steel.
Master Shadow.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you, man. I'm just streaming, trying to push this game out there for everybody to look at it. You know? You know, one time, I think I put in one YouTube video or a few YouTube videos on my YouTube page, and I think I was trying to advertise my, the stream on Dragonheir, and I heard people say, I don't really, are you an individual with an accent? I'm like, no, but I went through all the Dragonhairs or in the most of the videos and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, no wonder why they asked this question. Not many black content creators are doing this. So it was funny. I was like, okay, I see what they meant here. I'm just surprised that not more people from the US are streaming this. I actually played before the game decided. I actually played the game before they decided to walk from the US, and then they came back. So I was playing around that era. Yeah. So I played before they banned it, and then after they came back. Absolutely. Team for what exactly? Or just you want to see how many heroes I have? Is that what is that what you want to see? All right, I'll show you all that in just a moment. I'm helping them out with his runs. Okay, he's doing. They do. Oops.
Feel the fury of frost.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I don't really have Ice Blast units. For some reason, the game refused to give me Ice Blast units. It was like, you could have everything else but them. I was like, okay, sure. Why not?
In ocean deep.
Feel the fury of frost.
I think that's all other ones he can do for now. All right, let's see. Zeno, are you still here? All right, so let's go through my list of heroes, shall we? So the schools I know that I did max out in. Yeah. I also have the other the other three heroes as well. So from they were all supports. So I got him, Lizcar. Also have Elip. And also have Alaric. Those are the three that came out for the season. That was the first banner pick. First banner. 70. It took me 70 summons to get her. I actually showed it on YouTube too. Yeah, I got lucky. It was after 70 summons. So my first 30 summons, I was getting legendary heroes back to back. The first one I got was him. And I got a lot of other dupes. And then lastly, after 70 summons, I got her. Dear God. Oh my. I am so sorry for you, my friend. Well, thank you. But yeah, I got that. But when it comes to Radiant, I got her. Um, I got pretty much all the sports. I even got the duck. I mean, swan. You know, so I think I got all the supports for Radiant's concerned. When it comes to aura, these are all the aura units I have. Since I know aura's the new meta for right now, these are my aura units. But my favorite is the light electric class. Actually, that's my favorite class. So Thunderbolt, to be exact. This is my favorite class technically. I like it, even though I know it's not meta, quote unquote. If somebody would have asked me what's my favorite, it's this one. Only because I like Percute. I just like Percute. Yeah, for some reason the game said no for me. I know, right? The game gave me Shadow, the game gave me Aura, the game gave me Thunderbolt, and the game gave me most of Dauntless. They gave me most of Burn. They gave me also most of pretty much every other class, with the exception of Ice Blast. Ice Blast is the class I have the not as much units in, and I'm just like, it's like, why you guys are being stingy? You know, like, you can have all of them except for that one. Why? That's true. That's true. I mean, it's kind of hard to use them on Continental. Or you can't use them. Right. So I'm not really complaining as much. But it would have been nice to, you know, say like, oh yeah, I got all of them. But no. I got all the heroes. But no, the game said, nope, not this time, my friend. I'm like, okay. That's understandable. It's alright. Got it. I think I'm gonna finish talent building with my Aura team. I love that they added this feature here. Like, it's like, you can't go wrong with this. I mean, sure, you could probably get more if you use the other variant, but I only do that when I run out of those, and I have no choice. So, but if I have a choice, I'm using those. Makes it farming so much faster. versus you having to wait. It's like, ugh, please.
Sorry. My brother prefers me to keep my distance from outsiders.
I mean, that makes sense too. That makes sense too. Wait, ancient no, well that depends. I I don't know how they changed the ancient battlefield, like if they made it worse, but if I'm decked out, my average time for ancient is less than a minute. So to make yours less than a minute, I could recommend a team for you. It's this one. So my ancient team actually is her, him, her, him. It's really these four. Actually, it's these three. It's these three with a tank and healer. So yeah, if you do that, you're gonna be down in less than 2 minutes for sure. That is like significant RNG. Yeah, WoW team. If you try WoW team, you will hit that boss like for a significant amount of damage, and it's primarily because of her. This girl here is what destroys her hell. These two is what builds up that one hit that she does. So these two will build the stacks up that's needed, and the next thing you know, he just ends up dying afterwards. That is essentially what happens if you use a wildfire team. Wildfire team is probably your best bet when it comes to doing something in less than a minute. For ancient battlefields, that is. So if you're really trying to 1 minute that mug, or less, use ancient battlefield team. For ancient battlefield, use a wildfire team. For anything outside of that, for I would say Curse of Venom, you have to use an AoE team. So anything like Thunderbolt is one. You can use Aura, another one. I mean, I would probably just use Aura considering it's the go-to Vortex team. I would just use Aura for Curse and Venom. And also you might want to use Aura as well for the Phoenix as well. For Grave of Curse. For Grave of Curse, Dauntless. You want to use Dauntless for that one. For Grave of Rot, you could use Rally. If you want to hard counter the crap out of it, you can use Rally. Or you can also use the reason why I say Radiant or Rally is a hard counter because of two reasons. So if we go to the supports, she shuts up the ability for the Rot to heal. So if the Rot devours one of your units, he can't heal. Okay. And then somebody like her will keep him from doing things like, from like debuff and cleanse like that or something like that. So I think actually no, there will have to be one other person, but and that would be a person that can mitigate CC, but I don't think we have that in Radiant. However, you do have that in Lightning. So he mitigates CC. So if you have him at the very least, or even her at the very least, you'll mitigate CC. So, you know, uh, that would be my go-to or something like that to help you with that. If you're trying to hard counter the Rot thing, but he's also single target. So, do you have Stanguil? Stanguil is another counter to CC. She mitigates CC. So if you have Stanguil, you can use her. Or another person that mitigates CC in Radiant actually is her. Voila. She also mitigates CC. I think. Unless they changed it. Because I think yeah, immune to all debuffs while active. It restores 5% of max HP, yada yada yada. So I think while her thing is triggered, I think it mitigates all debuffs, which I think includes CC. I'm surprised that nobody uses him, but I'm not at the same time. She actually removes all debuffs and grants them healing, but which I guess is okay. And then also she does random debuffs as well. So she gives debuff immunities, what the potential aspect of debuff immunity and also immortality. So she could do a cleanse, so she's also not bad as well for him. For Rot, she's also a good answer to Rot too. You know, he won't mitigate the pushback, but still. Yeah, but yeah, Rod is Raven Rod is also someone I use for like when it's ideally I would use I actually use Dauntless for Raven Rod as well. I use Dauntless for him too. But yeah, the only people who have to use a changed who have to change from that is Phoenix is actually Phoenix as well as Ancient Battlefield. That's the only and Graven Venom. Those are the two that I actually have to switch to AoE. At first I didn't have to switch to AoE with Graven Venom, but then they buffed the orbs and stuff, so now I'm like, well great, now I actually have to use AoE now. So it's like I have to use AoE for him, I have to use AoE for the bird. But other than that, you know, this is single target, that's single target. But yeah, it's so this is my old school. This is actually my old school team. I use her. No, actually, it's not my old school because it wasn't her. My old school was actually let me see if I can find it real quick. Her. And I think I also used her. And I had her as to take point. And it was just this. This was my old school team. So I used her to mitigate the debuffs that would come from him. And I would use her to mitigate the CC. So if he tried to push back or try to grab, it would be hard for him to do. Because if she procs her ultimate, his grab won't do anything. Now I think she takes her spot now. No, not even close. Whoever told you that lied. I don't even know why you even thought. Man, you were led astray from that one, buddy. Oh, man. I'm sorry you had to. Oh, Lord. No, she is nowhere near. Nowhere near useless. Somebody ever told you that, they were stupid. Right, they were smoking on that. They was smoking on that stuff, like, for real. To say that she was stupid, that's beyond me. I'm like, bro, you tripping. You know, people be tripping sometimes, man. You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Nah, she nowhere near useless. I would use. In fact, she's actually probably more predominant now than she ever was, considering the meta. Like, considering the meta of how things are. Like, I think, yeah, she gains invincibility for 3 seconds and gains a shield that targets max shield for 5 seconds, and that's her S2. That's her S2. She starts off proccing an invincibility shield as her S2, and then her S3 dispels all debuffs from all heroes and grants control immunity and defense up for all allies for 10 seconds, bro. And it's a global CC, so you don't have to stack anyone up. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who told you that, but she's like an alternative to the other guy, which is hey, what's his name? That orc, the one you said you don't have. Him. She's an alternative to him. Like, if you don't have him, you would use her. Like, significantly use her. Like, that is... Is Rena really necessary if you have an aura team? If so, who would best... Okay. So, is she necessary? Yeah. Considering what she does. The funny thing is, she doesn't just help aura teams. That's the funny thing. She also helps shadow teams too. So, because if you look at this, after Rena joins the team, all allied heroes gain 10% increased efficiency while acquiring energy through hero skills and natural recovery, and all enemy heroes gain 10% reduced. But that applies to energy, includes ultimate energy, aura energy, and shadow energy. So anything that's aura and shadow, she helps push. Okay. That's why I said she's literally like a built-in skill haste hero. Like, she will literally make things go significantly fast. And to give you an example of how fast, I'm gonna just show you. I might lose this because my PvP is not doing too hot right now, because I've kind of went up as far as I could go before I'm fighting against whales. You know, shout out to the whales out there. All right. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's just use this one. I'm not looking to win it, but if I do, great. I'm just gonna show you the significance of having her on the team as well as her on the team, but mainly her. Okay. What kind of seals the deal for me is the fact I have him on my team. So, just look at this. Did you see how fast I procced my Crystal Radiant? It was in 3 seconds. And then she dropped. Okay. That's what happens when you have Rena on your team. She already placed she already placed her at a gauge to where she was practically halfway there. Okay? All she needed to do was get that last final push from my horse, and that was it. That's why Arena is needed. Yes. So they're going to bring her back into rotation. The aspect as to when, I'm not certain, but I do know that she's coming back in rotation again, in the rotation matter again as a as a pick. And I think you could do a selection. I think they'll give you a selection pick as well. So with you doing a selection pick, you'll have the ability to actually go get her again. So yeah, but no, she's you need her. That Rena is like okay, okay. You know, I would even say she's just as impactful as Fesa is. Seriously, she's just as impactful as Fesa. Oh, absolutely. She's right here. I mean, when it comes to PvP and PvE, she is also someone that can't be, bro. She is. I would say, like, if I made a tier list, which I thought about doing, when it comes to a must pull and need in your team, she's definitely one of those individuals. I would say the person you're going to have to watch out for, if you're using her, is him. If you have an Alice, be mindful of Chrysos. Chrysos is literally a direct counter to her. Like, he really is. If somebody is abusing her, you have to use him to counter her. So. Why is she a counter? I'll show you in a minute. Like, Fire for some reason got some decent counters to the Aura class, man. I'm like, if people figure this out, it's over. if they figure this out, it's over. But a lot of people haven't figured it out yet, thank God. So, even I'm trying to experiment. But let's go with the counter to her first, okay? All right. So like the reason why he's a counter is because of his ability here. Dispels all enemy shields and deals 500 attack and 10% max HP fire damage to them, with a 75% chance to inflict attack penalty for 10 seconds. The first beginning of his sentence is the reason why he's a counter to her. Okay? He literally steals your shield. So if you're proccing shield, he will steal your shield and say, nah, it's my shield. Alright? That is the main reason why he's a counter to Anna. So, like, anything, in most cases, like if I'm trying to counter Radiant players, my top people I would use is him, her, with him. That would be my 3 setup support team that I would use to counter Radiant. The reason why I would use him is because of the energy prohibition cannot naturally recover ultimate energy. So he literally locks down the capabilities of you being able to absorb energy, even though he has a very, long cast time for his ultimate. So I will be relying on Garika to start things off by giving everybody an ultimate and pushing them back. If I talent tree her up to where it needs to be, I'll be looking on her to not only use her ultimate but push them back a little bit so they have a delay in their ultimate use. Then I'll be looking at him to follow up on her, and then lastly use him. So if I'm able to get all three of them rotating right before Radiant can even snap off, then they're stuck not using their ultimate because of him. You know? So that is what I would use if I was trying to counter Radiant. Oh, of course, man. So, but the funny thing is nobody's using it. I'm like, why aren't people using this? Okay. I'm gonna just keep this to myself. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait until I can get everybody up to 100 and max talent them and then put it to the test. But as I said, yeah. But as I said, it's the only drawback that makes it hard to counter that is the speed. Because of Reina's passive fast buff, if that's stacked with Faisa and the horse, it's going to be hard to actually utilize that strategy because Faisa already reduces certain aspects when it comes to that, and Reina already gives you a very fast capability of utilizing your ultimate. So that's why I said I'm like, I need to give them some gear. That's why I was like, you're looking for problems. Yeah, I need to give them some gear. If you're not fast enough, like you'll have to really rely on you have to rely on getting the people to at a place to where they're able to legitimately cause, they're fast enough to respond before my Radiant can respond, which again is not easy to do. It's not easy because you got to keep in mind you have 3 heroes that reduce the timing of your cleave. 3. You have Faisa that reduces the timing, essentially, and slowers the enemy team. You have Reina that also increases the timing of your proc. And then finally you have him, Sagamar, that actually reduces it significantly as well. So essentially you literally turn what's her name? So you turn her ultimate into a 2-second ultimate, okay? And if you gear her to where she's able to, cleave everybody, right? Not only that, then Analyze will come right behind her and stun the entire team. So, so you either got to make a turn 2 team, or you have to be faster than them. But because of the 3 heroes, which is Reina, him, and also her ultimate is now 2 seconds. So oh, Mabuka, how you doing? How are you? It's going well. How about you? Actually I am. And the reason why I'm pulling on the next banner is because not because of Luana's, because I already have her, or the other one, because I don't even like her. It's because of him, this hero, the one that's right in front of you. That's the one I'm targeting. And so he's a shadow based. He's not. Oh no, as your mind, I took that back. He's summons, but still, I want to use him. So you know, when it comes to units that do burst damage and he does team disruption or back disruption, I like him for that. Because he disrupts the backfield, so he's actually a good pick for necrotic teams. And he's a summon unit, so... And it says each time the shield granted by the hero skill is lost, casts a battle skill, the hero remains in place and summons 3 specters that perform basic attacks independently. The specter disappears, yada yada yada. So when the specter disappears, they remove all damage and intensification from the target, dealing damage intensification stacks, right? Now, if people wonder who is he best used with, I'll show you. One person that he's best used with is her. Because she'll multiply the units that's on the board. Okay. Another person that he's good with. Is... Of course you're gonna need her. You just when you're doing Necro or Shadow teams, you just cannot ignore her. You just can't. You know. But the person that I would use him with is her. Primsta. Primsta is literally like she'll proc her second ability before he has a chance to proc his ultimate. And so while her ultimate's in place, she'll be dotting everybody up with her ultimate. Okay. And so with her second ability before she procs her ultimate. So she will actually be setting him up while he's trying to go and play with his Phoenix and stuff like that. And Centrella will help duplicate his abilities as well. So these two for sure. The lady is another one, and then finally use Repecus if by chance you're looking for PvP. Or even quest her for PvP as well. So yeah, those are the main ones I would use in regards to that. If you are being a little bit aggressive, I will have her with her, the new hero that we're talking about, Repecus, and then last but not least, her. The alternative, though, I would say in most cases would probably be him. But I would say her. She has a faster ultimate. And she does damage, so. So who do you have? Who do you have? If you don't have her, there are options. Okay, Mambuka. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you. So yeah, like, if you don't have Dark Lady, he's a good answer, Astion. Especially since his counterpart is meta. So Astion is a good answer to that. If you... Oh, he's good too. He's good too. I don't have the wolf yet. He's good too. Definitely. He's good too. If you don't have her, then you can use the wolf, for sure. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't have him. I missed the opportunity to get him, to be honest. But yeah, if you have him, he's a good one too. Yeah, the wolf, the legendary support wolf. I don't have him. I'll miss my chance to get him. So I gotta wait until they bring him back. For what? For what mode? For Vortex? It's Aura. I'm not even gonna waste your time. It's Aura. It's Aura. I'll show you what the team is. The team is literally him. Now, what they use, for some reason, is interesting. I would say, because to me, I'm confused as to why they use her over the other one I'm about to show you. But it's him with her, Rena, him, her, and then her. It's those 5. That is the Aura team that people are using for Vortex. Him, her, and her. Now, here's the part what confuses me. Her. I don't understand why people use her. Okay? The reason why is because I think the cat is better. Skill-wise, I think the cat's better. So, like, sure, she gives everybody a increased attack for 24% for all battles. All right, cool. But then it says she deals damage, and she deals more damage, and then she also deals more damage. Cat, on the other hand, she grants aura energy and unleashes an energy wave that bounces between enemies up to 4 times, right? And notice she said, she gains 20 energy, right? But she gains 15 energy and deals yada 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 to target and surrounding enemies if the hero energy is whatever, But her passive right here, when an aura ally consumes aura energy, the hero and the aura ally with the highest attack gain 1 stack of crit damage up to 20 stacks, right? But that's every time her and another ally consumes aura, okay? They both increase their crit damage. So it's an asset she has nothing like that. Nothing like that. All she does is additional damage. So I'm like, why not use someone that actually will improve your damage if by chance you use energy? That's why I'm like, because we all know she's the main one doing damage. Adenthia is the main one that's going to be doing damage in your aura team, right? So that's why I'm like, why not Shayla? Exactly. So it's like, why not use Shayla over her when doing your Radiant team? You know what I'm saying? Like, Shayla is a good synergy, is a better synergy in my opinion when it comes to using an aura team. Like my team is this, and that. That is my aura team. So, but yeah, ideally that is the nature of what the Vortex team is. So, Sweet Knot is rank 1. I mean, this is off of DG, but oh, he went lightning. Nice. He went lightning for this one. So this one's lightning, which that's the other alternative too. If it's not radiant, it's lightning. So it's gonna be okay. I don't know if this is just a flex team or if this is actually him trying to be meta, but yeah. I think he's just flexing though. Because he don't really need him. I don't know about him, because I haven't gotten him yet. But yeah, you definitely need her for lightning, or Dauntless. Don't know about her yet either, but I know she was decent. So yeah. But this is the Radiant team that is ideal. So, and if so, the alternative, if you don't have Rena, is you use him, Bastion. But if you have Rena, you'll be using Rena. So this is literally the team that they're using. But I promise you, they probably might be using Rena. Now, they might be using Astion for something I don't know about. The sword? You're talking about the sword, right? No lie, I underestimated that might and magic mode, so I didn't grind to get that sword. And when I saw what everybody got from that might and magic mode, I was like, damn it, I knew I should have grinded to get that sword. So the next time they pull back that might magic mode, I'm gonna grind to get that sword for sure. I don't know. I'm actually gonna ask them to see. But I'm gonna pray they bring that mode back, because at first I just kind of scoffed at it. It was like, that's whatever, you know. But I never actually took the time to actually try the mode, so it was like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm surprised they're using Astion, so I'm gonna kind of see why. I'm gonna just try to see why they're using Astion. I'm gonna give this one. I mean, you don't even have a adequate helmet right now, so just saying, you just got to do with what you got. I don't like you, game. I don't like you sometimes. I really don't. It's like, I hate the game will say you gotta farm. It's like, oh my god, give me some level of grace, please. But no, game won't do that. Actually, let me give you this. Like, you're only getting this just because of the set. It has nothing to do with the stats whatsoever. Oh crap, I can't. Shucks. Alright. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to wait. Alright, that's fine. I'll wait. See if timing is needed. Which I'm sure it is. Alright, soon enough. So I gotta switch something. Yeah, I'd rather that than the latter. Ow. That's interesting. Don't know if that's better or not. So I'm gonna go back to the other one I like. With me doing that, I'm gonna just do defense break. Well, yeah, because I don't really need this considering Rena. Yeah, because I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I don't know. Like, sure, 30 million. Being able to hit 30 million, without time tweaks or stuff like that you know, is actually not bad. I'm not against that, but you know, you know, I don't know if it's better than having Rena on your team. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because considering that you don't really have means to heal yourself, like really, you don't really have means. Sure, Anna does give some level of healing and survivability because of her bubble, but that's it. That is the amount of survivability you have. So it's not as balanced as you would think. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't know about that. So I'm gonna compare it to. Yeah, you can use Witch's Remains on Linkos. It's actually a smart move, considering. All right, let's see if I can break the 30 million threshold. In theory, you would think you can, considering you have more survivability, but we'll see. Uh-oh. My Anna died. It's gonna be close. Actually, if I stay in the middle, I might be okay. No, don't keep going up. Please, do not keep going up. Stay in the middle. Please stay in the middle. Now he's doing increased damage. Okay. Yeah, 30 million looks like it's the threshold for me. So I guess it's just an alternative, honestly. It's really just an alternative. But I know there's a lot of factors that have to go into play. Like I gotta tweak the timing. I gotta get more gear. I gotta get better gear. All types of stuff. So my gear is trash at the moment. So Yeah, that's what I said. It's just an alternative. You know, to swap out Rena with Astion is still it's really just an alternative. It's not it's not you know, it's really just an alternative. But yeah, I gotta get some more gear, better gear. It was nice meeting you as well, man. Thank you for stopping by.
My axes bleed through much tougher foes than dragons.
Damn it, I already used it on him. You would do that to me, game. You would. You would do that to me. Okay. That's great. Can I? Yep, that's what I'm doing. Where there's a will, there's a way. Beautiful. At this point, I don't care. I mean, they need better gear as it is, so I really don't care at this point. I'm trying to be as, I would say, maybe as close to something meaningful as possible versus just giving them anything, you know? This is just absolute trash, but it's okay. Still worked. It still worked. 10 seconds. Finally! Thank you. I could definitely use that one instead. Where are you at? Okay. I mean, sure, they're not giving me the exact substats I want, but it's better than what I was using. I guess. Ooh. Yeah, you're gonna have to take that one from him, buddy. Alright. Alright. Give this one. Okay, that's good. Oh, let me get that. That's better. Now it's looking better. Okay, I can live with this. Matter of fact, all right, back. Did I use my chest yet? Are you serious right now?
My axes cleave through my...
Yes. Fireberry Cherry, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. How you coming along? How you doing? How you feeling? How's life? I am blessed and I won't complain, not at all. Yeah, I'm blessed and I won't complain. It's coming along, I gotta give homage to one of my favorite games, and then after I give homage to that, I transition to other games. Pretty much. All right, let's see how this goes. Plotting on some food, huh? What do you got in mind? Ooh, taco sounds good. Man, I would love some tacos right now. I can definitely use some tacos. Should have put defense break on my Aleph. They're holding up well, so I'm not upset. If they don't kill these dragons before this dragon drops, it'll be a problem. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah. I was a little too close for comfort. I'm gonna have to switch over his artifact. No, not challenge again. Alright, yeah, let me give him something else. Alright, that's better. I'm envious of you right now that you're having tacos. Oh man. Alright. Go ahead and finish this off. Took some time. You know, they got the job done. It took some time, but they got the job done. But I know a huge factor to that is their gear. Huge factor to that is definitely their gear. Leap up the forge and refine epic victory. Okay. Alright, no problem. Actually, that wouldn't be half bad considering that it's an accuracy. And its attack speed. That could work for somebody. It could work for poison for sure. Definitely. Oh, this could definitely work as well. This one could work for a healer.
I fight because it brings me more honor.
Oh, runes. Got it. There you
Sorry.
go. Hmm. I mean, I guess. I'll go with this one. Hmm. Can't do nothing about this one. Alright. 'Cause I don't have an attack stun. I don't have an attack breastplate, so it's really nothing I can deal with that. I need more gold already? Really?
So long as you heed.
Ugh. I'm at. Is it? It's not that. Where's my journey? Oh, here it is. That should cover it.
Look how lovely.
What am I supposed to do? Ah, yeah. I gotta go here. I don't. Crap. Oh, bro. Really? So there's. Wow. Okay. So there's three. There's two. Huh. Okay. I didn't even know that. Alright. So I'm gonna swap this one. As for you. Okay. So I need a breast for this one, or a helmet, or a weapon for this one, so I can get this. Nice. Look, I just asked for that. Look at God.
human. How could she be true?
I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Giving a shout out to Fireberry Cherry as well as Zeno. Thank you so much for showing your love. As well as Mabuka. I'm sorry, Mabuka. And all those who came through. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and showing your love. I really appreciate it. This is King Seraphael. I'm going to be signing off with this game, but I will be back on later. So, keep tuned. So, what is this? There it is. Alright.
The candles burn low in the tavern hall. The night has told its tale. Steel is sheathed, the banners rest. The king is drunk his ale. From victories won to laughter shared, from battles fierce and bright, the road now calls, the stars stand watch. We part till next good fight.